Good morning, beautiful ones. We're at lesson 47 today. So let's take a moment. Let's gently soften our gaze or close our eyes down. Settle into your body. And just have this knowing of the beauty of this time as we walk one another home in the name of love. Take a moment to notice your breath, comings and the goings. And there's an invitation there to deepen your breath. So breathing all the way down into your pelvic floor. Feeling your belly and your chest expand as that breath comes in. And to breathe out, just gently take your navel back to your spine and let the breath spill out. Staying with this practice for a little bit. Now perhaps adding in a pause at the top of your in-breath. When you're at your fullest, having a pause there. And then a pause at the end of your out breath. So when you've emptied out completely, another pause. And then we'll make our offering of prayer as we let go of the practice of working with the breath. And we begin this day in gratitude. We open our hearts and we surrender to love. We ask love to lead the way through the minutes and the hours of this new day. We welcome joy, fun, and abundant prosperity. We recognize that all encounters are wholesome and that all experiences can be met with a peaceful heart that is anchored in the truth that we are one, that we are love, that we are free. And we release these words, and so we let it be. And here we are at lesson 47. So lesson 47 is God is the strength in which I trust. And again, using whatever words fit for you. So love is the strength in which I trust. Remembering that you are one with love, you are one with God. If you are trusting in your own strength, you have every reason to be apprehensive, anxious, and fearful. What can you predict or control? What is there in you that can be counted on? What would give you the ability to be aware of all the facets of any problem and to resolve them in such a way that only good can come of it? What is there in you that gives you the recognition of the right solution and the guarantee it will be accomplished? Of yourself, you can do none of these things. To believe that you can is to put your trust where trust is unwarranted, and to justify fear, anxiety, depression, anger, and sorrow. Who can put their faith in weakness and feel safe? Who can put their faith in strength and feel weak? God is your safety in every circumstance. The Holy Spirit, your inner wisdom, the voice for God, speaks for God in all situations and in every aspect of all situations, telling you exactly what to do to call upon God's strength and protection. There are no exceptions because God has no exceptions. And the voice which speaks for God thinks as God does. So just to put this into perspective, when we say to rely on yourself, sometimes for me it can be easy to say my small self, the small I, which is the ego, which is the construct, which is the set of beliefs which we have identified as. So our true selves is one with God, and it's this that we want to rely on. It's this that we want to trust, because this is all seeing and all knowing. You know, this knows the answer to everything. The small I is full of fear and full of anxiety and is always trying to figure things out and is always in a muddle. But the voice for God is always available to us. It is within us. You know, in order to hear the voice for God, often we have to get quiet and still because we know the ego speaks first and loudest. But we've got to trust that there's more than meets the eye. And in every situation, there's more than meets the eye, because we're in a seeming mystery. But love knows the answer to everything. Love can resolve everything. So today we will try to reach past our own weakness. So the small I, the ego, the construct, the set of beliefs, to the source of real strength. So we're going to have 4 or 5 minute practice periods today, and longer and more frequent ones are urged. We're going to close our eyes and begin as usual by repeating the idea. So love is the strength in which I trust. And then we're going to spend a minute or two in searching for situations in your life which you have invested with fear. And then we're going to dismiss each one by telling ourselves that love is the strength in which we trust, or God is the strength in which we trust. So we're going to try to slip past all concerns related to our own sense of inadequacy, because we could be looking at things and think, I haven't a clue how to deal with this. I don't know what the F to do about this. So it is obvious that any situation that causes us concern is associated with feelings of inadequacy. For otherwise, you would believe that you could deal with the situation successfully. So anywhere there's any sort of doubt, and you know, I know for myself, there's things popping into my mind immediately as I look at this. It is not by trusting yourself that you will gain confidence, but the strength of God in you. Remember, this is in us. This isn't outside of us. And it is successful in all things. So this is asking us to start to rely on our God self, our true self. The recognition of your own frailty, that's the ego frailty, is a necessary step in the correction of your errors. But it is hardly a sufficient one in giving you the confidence which you need and to which you are entitled. Okay, so we're entitled to know that love is the answer, that the universe has got our back, that God has got us. You must also gain an awareness that confidence in your real strength is fully justified in every respect and in all circumstances. That we're never alone, we're never abandoned, that the answer is always there for us, that love is always supporting us. In the latter phase of the practice period, try to reach down into your mind to a place of real safety. So this is like a place of deep peace. You will recognize that you have reached it if you feel, it says it, sorry, if you feel a sense of deep peace, however briefly, so even for a moment. Let go all the trivial things that churn and bubble on the surface of your mind, and reach down below them to the realm of heaven. There is a place in you where there is perfect peace. There is a place in you where nothing is impossible. How beautiful is that? How reassuring is that? Nothing is impossible, and that exists in you. There is a place in you where the strength of love or the strength of God abides. During the day, repeat the idea often and use it as your answer to any disturbance. Remember that peace is your right because you're giving your trust to the strength of God, or to the strength of love. And with love, all things are possible. Okay, so we're going to drop in, and this time we're going to allow ourselves to think about things that are bothering us, that are troubling us, that are worrying us, maybe things that are making you feel sad or disillusioned. And then we're going to slip past any feelings of inadequacy around the situations that are bothering us. Because we say things like, I'm so confused, I don't know what to do. I can't see how this is going to work out. I don't know how to figure this out. So we're going to slip past all of that. Okay. And we're going to meet the one in us, the love in us that has the answer to everything. We're repeating, God is the strength in which I trust. Source is the strength in which I trust. Love that I am, the love that I am, is the strength in which I trust. So let's go for it. We're giving this 5 minutes, and you're going to give it another 3 practices during the day today, but this is your first practice. Okay, so God is the strength in which I trust, or love is the strength in which I trust. Gently closing your eyes down or softening your gaze. Allowing situations which trouble you or bother you, you're worried or you're concerned about, to enter your mind. Just seeing them, noticing them. Notice that they are bubbling on the surface of your mind. They're part of that train of thought that doesn't cease. And now we're going to slip past, going deeper and deeper into the realm of heaven, where peace abides. Love is the strength in which I trust. When you're ready, gently opening your eyes and bringing your awareness back to the screen. Isn't it lovely, to know that you're not leaning into anything flimsy or anything shallow, that there is this beautiful place of strength and of safety and purity and absoluteness, certainty that we can trust in and that we can lean into, and that is always for our good. So we're going to practice this a few more times today. And you'll notice there'll be times where you forget, you'll have a worrisome thought, but then you'll remember, love is the strength in which I trust. God has got me. I'm not alone. So enjoy practicing this. Have a wonderful day from my heart to yours. Take care.